This is so exciting. I can't believe we're here. We're just landed in Sri Lanka a little while ago, and immediately all you feel is the heat and humidity. I live for this stuff. I love it. We're going to visit first. We're going to Chanaka's home, where his parents live in Negombo. It's a beautiful little fishing village. You can see the ocean on the side of us. It's really beautiful. There's palm trees and just water everywhere. It looks amazing. We're going to visit spice farms. We're going to visit a canning facility. We're going to take some walks on the beach. We're going to eat some of the most amazing food. We're going to just soak up everything this country has to offer. So why don't you come with us and join us for the ride? This is going to be super exciting, yo. Chanaka, how you feeling about now?
Oh, dude, I'm like extremely excited. I can't wait, you know? I'm so excited that you're joining me, brother. Like, this is going to be so much fun.
I've actually never been to Negombo before. The sole reason that we're going to Negombo is the fact that Shah's mom and dad is there.
Wow, amazing. There's my dad waiting for us. Wow.
You know, they've been there for a long, long time. They lived through the tsunami there. It's really powerful for Cha to be there, and I kind of get the side benefits of eating mom's good cooking.
All right, guys, I'm extremely excited, and I got my brother here. I'm gonna give him a tour. I'll take you guys with me too. Get ready.
All right, Josh, show me around your town, man.
All right, dude. You know, like, this is a little fishing village. You know, it's all the people here. They do some sort of job related to fish. But 90% of these villages, that's what they do for living. And here, like, you know, mostly, I think there's lots of Portuguese influence in my village. As you can see, there's like a big church behind us. I'm right next to it, and then the ocean. It's just a, you know, really cool, upbeat place, and of course lots of seafood.
I bet you have lots of stories around these neighborhoods.
Holy cow, man!
Want to attain is more like an understanding, you know? Like, if I was a top chef in Canada, for example, I would know where my meat is grown, I would know where my vegetables are grown. But to me, the most creative, most amazing moment when you're cooking is when you're using your spices. To me, that's the most creative energy that you put into your food. You're using your senses and your nose and your touch and your eyes to feel what you're creating. That said, what we want to do is help people understand where the spices are grown and where they come from. What we're trying to do with this trip is build a bridge from Canada to Sri Lanka. So people in Canada can see exactly where the foods that they're eating that we bring to the market come from, and that they can understand that this movement, fair trade and organic, really does help people and helps the planet as well. So it's actually really, really important for us. We have amazing products on the market. I'm so proud of the products that we actually put out there. And that's really, I'm so proud to be able to say that. It's not every salesperson gets to say that. So what we bring to the market is very high quality, organic fair trade spices and coconut milk products, mainly from Sri Lanka, that are all fair trade and organic. And the amazing thing about our spices and our coconut products is that they come from small scale, family owned, biodiverse farms.
Yeah.
Too much? No. Very small. Okay.
Go for it. No, go for it.
Enough.
Go for it.
Enough.
Go for it.
Enough.
Hold on.
Ah!
So you don't walk into an area that's you know, rows of monoculture going on. You walk into a spice garden, which is full of biodiversity, and it's a living environment. And that farmer is able to not only just grow a product that he can take to market, on that land he can also grow food that he can feed his family with. So that's really important to us. That's why I'm so happy with our products that we put out there. Wow, this is truly an amazing experience actually. We just did a kind of a tour around. This is actually a coconut farm, but they actually grow tons of spices and rice as well. And we just did a awesome little walk around a footpath. And all along the way, we were able to dig up, taste, and look at medicinal and various plants that offer food but also medicinal value. And of course I had to go around and eat everything, acting like I haven't been fed today, but I have been fed today. Chaw's mom has been really good to us. But it's truly an amazing experience. Like the biodiversity here, the amount of animals, the amount of different sounds you hear from different birds, the cobra that gets to live here and coexist even with farmers. Like, where does that get to happen, you know? Most of the time, if there was a cobra around, they would kill it instantly and look for the safety of people. But here, it's a very special and different thing that happens. They coexist with a cobra.
And this is the security for Rasika's garden. Apparently there's 2 snakes living in here.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What kind of snakes?
My friend, Cobra.
My friend Cobra.
And actually, they call it farm security because if anybody comes tries to steal anything at night, they're going to get in a lot of trouble. But it's really an amazing experience. I'm actually completely blown away by the biodiversity, but also really intrigued by the freshness and the amount of medicinal stuff that's growing around here.
This is the tree that that guy who's going to climb up. He's gonna, I don't know, man.
Wait a minute, up there?
Yeah.
සාමාන්‍ය දකින්න මිනිහා බලන් ඉන්න කෙනා නම් කියනවා හරි ලේසි මේකයි වේල පහෙද්දි මේ විදිහට සල්ලි හොයන්න යන කරන්නේ අපි තියෙන වෙලාවක් කාලයක් තියෙන කෙනෙක් උදේ 6:00 7 දී යනවා ජොබ් එකට ඒ ගිහිල්ලා ඉවරලා 12:00 විතර තමයි මේ ජොබ් එක නතර වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මිනිහා කඩන්න අමාරුයි හැමදාමත් මේ ජොබ් එක කරගෙන ඉදිරියට යනවා කියලා තමයි ඔබතුමාලට කියන්න තියෙන්නේ.
Yeah, so what's amazing about this place is the way everything is growing together and keeps growing constantly throughout the year. The amazing thing about Sri Lankan climate is, you know, when we live in Canada, we have a fall where everything begins to kind of die or go into a hibernation mode, and you go into winter where all the plants are gone, and then you go into spring where everything springs back to life, whereas here it's just consistently hot and things are consistently growing. So you're able to grow all these living foods that you can plant this rhizome all over again and grow a whole new ginger plant. You can grab that turmeric rhizome and grow a whole new turmeric plant. And everything is just regrowing. There's no stage of life and death here. It's just constantly growing and thriving under this beautiful tropical sun. And so lush. I mean, look around here. Like, all you see is green. And it's different plant everywhere you look. It's truly an amazing experience. Thanks for joining us. We got lots more coming up, so why don't you join us on this little adventure again? Come on.
What they do is they cover them with husks that have already been taken off. You can see that, those are husks. They cover the pile of coconuts so the sun doesn't beat down on the coconuts when they're dehusked, because then they'll crack open, and you don't want them to crack open before you process them, right?
So guys, you know, to find a good coconut, there's few tricks, you know. When you shake it, you can hear the voice, right? There's lots of water inside here. So that's an indication this is a very healthy coconut. And also, there's certain coconuts, when you shake it, it doesn't make that much noise, but you feel heavy when you like weigh the coconut, which means it's full of water. Actually, those coconuts are amazing. Guys, this is the dehusking unit. You can see it's all manual labor. This guy is ripped, you know. This takes lots of energy, but he's like doing it like it's so easy for him, you know. If I try to do this, I probably hurt myself.
දවසකට පොල් 3000ක් විතර වගේ සහ කරලා ගහුවොත් ඒකටත් වැඩිය පුළුවන්. අර දිගටම වැඩ කරගෙන යන්න ඕන හින්දා ඒ ගානට තමයි වැඩ කරලා 5:30 විතර නතර කරනවා.
Put all the hands together.
Yeah.
Hands moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we are at the Makandura Coconut Milk Processing Facility. This is where the amazing Chaz organic coconut gets made. So this is a really exciting step for us in the journey. What do you think, Cha?
We're gonna go meet Tusita inside there.
Awesome. Let's do that.
Tusita! Oh, there he is. How are you, Tusita?
Nice to see you, sir.
Come here.
Let's go.
Come in.
I love his smile. I feel like this guy has the most honest and most beautiful smile in the whole world. He's a biodynamic farmer, and we visited him last year, and he showed us some magical things that he does in his garden here. So I'm gonna let him lead. I'll bring you guys with me. So this is organic liquid manure center.
Nice. Wow, look at how rich that is. You can see how rich
Yeah.
it looks. It's so dark. The soil is like so rich, dark, full of nutrients.
He says he have 30 members. He's a farm leader, right? He have 30 members that have the same spice gardens and tea gardens and stuff like that. So he's the one making fertilizer for everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
25 grams of this,
All organic.
making everything happen. Oh,
Wow.
I need every bit of it going back in.
It's important stuff. So this is all tea leaves growing here as well now. So we've gone from roost the chickens, making eggs, goats, making milk for them. We've seen vanilla beans growing, and now we come across a big plot of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole stem, or just do you pick leaf, or do you take the stem?
මුළු මේකම කඩනවද නැත්නම් කොළේ විතරද? දල්ලෙන්
Like that.
කඩන්නේ නේ.
Excellent. Home. You have a beautiful home and a beautiful farm. We're honored to be here today.
Mr. Bernard, thank you very much for what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 And cheers to you. Cheers
Cheers.
to all the SOFA farmers, all the smaller organic farmers that we know
Yeah.
that are part of this.
දෙකින්
මේක දෙන්න හැම අවුරුද්දම එනවා අපි නේද? ඕලේ කට්ටිය වගේ බල්ල යන්න.
ඊයේතරේ හොඳට පළදාව තිබුණා. ගිය අවුරුද්දේ. එහෙනම් මේ සැකියක් අඩු වෙනවා.
So far, I've been here 5 minutes. I've seen a spider I've never seen before, like the size of my hand. I've seen a little lizard run across the road, and I've seen like 10 different species of birds. There's bananas growing up there.
I know, there's a nutmeg tree I'm going to show you when Mahinda comes out again. There's guava right here.
Guava there,
Yeah.
bananas there, cloves over here.
Oh, wow.
Super fresh dried. Amazing.
That is amazing. So just another secret I'll tell you guys. So these cloves that has head here, when you put that in the water, it's gonna float. So that means these are the highest quality cloves. At Char's Organics, this is what you get, not this. Hey Mary, come. We can do this. Nutmeg.
That's awesome.
See, nutmeg is the only fruit that you can get 2 spices in one.
Oh, big bunches.
The outer shell, we call it maize, and the seed inside is the nutmeg, right?
Yeah, and there's tons on this tree.
I know, look at
The
that.
branches look like they're being weighed down by it. There's big bunches. They almost look like plums or apples.
This is the queen of spice, cardamom. Has tons of flavors in it. In Sri Lanka, if you go to a house, if they put more cardamom in a curry, that means it's a complimentary indication of people like you more. If you get less cardamom, maybe they don't like you more. What are these sticks?
Is that cinnamon sticks or
Oh,
something?
you got it, you got
Yeah.
it.
You can
Yeah.
tell by the color. That's why I'm guessing cinnamon.
Yeah, so these are like after they peel the bark, this is what left out.
Excellent.
Maybe
use that for firewood?
they use it for fire.
Firewood?
Yeah.
Excellent. Probably aromatic fires, I imagine.
I
too.
know. This is somebody's land. Can you believe it? Like you have all the spices there. All of a sudden, rice here. මේ ඔයාගේ කුඹුරද?
නෑ මේ කීප දෙනෙක්. මගේ කුඹරක් තියෙන උඩයි.
මේ කාබනික
Like everywhere we've gone here, there's animals and life just bounding. There's tadpoles and minnows in there. We've seen just so many different bugs and insects and bird species. You can hear them all calling. Hopefully the sound can get picked up of what you hear here. I'm going to be quiet for a minute, so maybe while there's cars too. But the biodiversity is truly staggering. Like, it's mind-boggling how much different foliage and different species there is. Okay, so we're on our way to a cinnamon forest garden up in the highlands here in Sri Lanka. It's quite an amazing place. We took some treacherous roads to get here. It's quite beautiful up here too. Sun is shining and you get this just amazing fresh air up here. There's no
sun
pollution.
is shining. Yeah.
And Chanaka has here,
Look at how long it is.
it's amazing. That's a cinnamon quill.
We go this way, guys.
And this is really important that we're talking about cinnamon quills because there's quite a difference as to what we get in Canada. Right, Cha?
Yeah, I can tell you everything about cinnamon. You see the thin layers rolled up inside there? This is a very soft bark. Look, it's very long, but I could easily break it like that. Now, if you look inside, there's many layers rolled up inside there. But tell me about cassia now.
So it's a very heavenly aroma that you get from cinnamon,
Oh my
and it's
God.
slightly different than what you get in North America that's commonly passed off as cinnamon. What you actually get sometimes is called cassia. Cassia is a related plant to cinnamon, but it's very different to cinnamon. It has naturally occurring in cassia is a chemical called coumarin, and coumarin has a slightly toxic effect on your body. It's not really healthy for your liver. Cassia doesn't have the health benefits of cinnamon. Cinnamon is anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antiviral, And all those properties you don't get from cassia. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't. A lot of people are buying cinnamon and getting cassia, and they're not really knowledgeable about that fact, right?
Yeah, so when we talk about health benefits related to cinnamon, it's coming from true cinnamon, not from cassia. You know, we have lots of people come to us and appreciate the cinnamon that we sell. That, right?
Definitely. People definitely notice a difference between this product and what's commonly called cinnamon in North America. But this is a very much more delicate plant. And you won't necessarily be aware because it'll say cinnamon on the bag, but actually contain cassia.
But it wouldn't do this.
Exactly. You'll
see
see a much thicker bark.
This one has many layers, very softer bark. You can break into flakes with your fingertips. The other kind that you find often can't do this at all. You know, like they're very hard bark. You know, it has just one curve, and try to break it. It's really hard. But true cinnamon, you can break them with your fingertips. It's a very soft bark and sweeter in taste too.
So if it doesn't say Ceylon cinnamon or true cinnamon, then question it because you might not be getting cinnamon at all.
Here you go.
There's a commodity price for everything. In the fair trade movement, what we do is have a commodity price, but then we pay a premium on top of that commodity price. That premium goes directly to the farmer's hands, and they get to use that money to build social infrastructure in their community. So on top of that, we also do some really, really great things for people and the environment. I have to mention the 1% for elephants. If you ever buy our coconut milks, you'll see a little logo on there that says 1% and it has an elephant on it. What we do is we take 1% of our sales from our coconut milk products, and that's 1% of sales, not profit. That's really important too. 1% of those sales goes to fund a movement that eases the conflict between wild elephants and farmers, which is a really big problem on a small island because you have these giant elephants and you have all these farms that are spread out that can be through their migratory paths. So what they do is they create ways to divert elephants away from farms. They might use noisemakers or some type of fencing, and there's actually a bus with our logo on it that takes kids to school, that keeps them out of migratory paths of elephants. I mean, how many kids in Canada have to face that when they go to school, right? It's kind of, imagine having to walk to school and have a slight fear that we could run into a wild elephant, like, you know what I mean? On top of that, when we do our spices, we have some of our spices in little handmade banana leaf paper boxes. And that's such a great movement as well, where all of those little boxes are handmade. There's not one piece of machinery that goes into making those. The raw materials come from disabled soldiers. It goes to a group of women who make the paper boxes, and they're empowered in their community by getting paid for these projects.
විශේෂයෙන්ම අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ චානක අපිට එවන ඕඩර්ස් වලින් බෙනිෆිට් වෙන්නේ කවුද කියන එක. අපි ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන්ම මේ ඕඩර්ස් යවන්නේ උඩවලවේ ෂුගර් ෆීල්ඩ් වල වැඩ කරන කාන්තාවන්ට. දැන් උඩවලව කියන්නේ විශේෂයෙන්ම ලංකාවේ ඌව ප්‍රොවින්ස් එක කියන්නේ ලංකාවේ දුප්පත්ම පළාත. උඩවලවේ ජීවත් වෙන කාන්තාවන්ට ආදායමක් හම්බ වෙන්නේ අවුරුද්දකට මාස 3යි. කියන්නේ ෂුගර් කපන කාලෙට. ඒ මාස 3 ඒගොල්ලෝ එක දවසකට ටොන් 3ක් විතර කපන්න ඕනේ රුපියල් 1000ක් හොයන්න. ඒතර ඒ කාන්තාවන්ට වර්ෂයේ අනිත් කාලය පුරාම ආදායමක් නැහැ. ඒතකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට ආදායම් සැපයීම සඳහා තමයි අපි චානකගේ ඕඩර්ස් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. සමහරක් වෙලාවට ඒගොල්ලෝ මාසෙකට රුපියල් 15000ක් 20000ක් කෙනෙක් හම්බ කරනවා.
What's integral is fair trade, organic, and basically making products that are better for people and better for our world, that empowers people. So what we do, if you think of the traditional corporate model that is existent everywhere in the world right now, you have the consumers can be the base, and then picture a triangle or a pyramid sitting on top of that base, and you have the point at the top, and those are the corporate needs. And everything is kind of built top down. So the corporation decides what it wants, and it worked its way down the corporate model, and eventually the consumers buy that product. What we do is we take that whole model and flip it upside down. So you have the people here again, the grassroots movement at the bottom, and then picture that pyramid that we had, but flipped upside down. And the point is that farmer and all of his needs. So he has a need to grow products so he doesn't feel exploited and he can have a healthy lifestyle. And then the people want to buy products that don't exploit other people. So now it's, instead of a top-down model, it's a bottom-up model where all the needs are here with the consumers and the farmer, and then the corporations at the top, we got to figure out how our business model is going to fit all those needs. It's actually way more difficult than the traditional model, but it is a better way of doing business. So that's what we try to bring to the table, is empowerment and fairness and methods that help our environment instead of degrading our environment.
Well, this has been an epic adventure so far. We've seen canneries that make the most amazing coconut milk. We've gone to spice processing facilities where we've seen them process the most highest quality, organically grown, fairly traded spices. We've basically traveled as far as we can go from our homes. I came from Guelph, Ontario, Canada, Chanaka from Montreal, Quebec, and we've come not only to the island, but we've also taken these treacherous mountain roads to reach this spot here, which almost seems heavenly. It's where people are coexisting with nature and farming the land at the same time. And it's quite amazing to be here and experience this. I'm actually completely mind blown by the biodiversity and the coexistence that I've seen with nature. So, Cha, are you finished meditating over there? So I ask y'all, come Machang, join Cha's Organics in the Food Revolution!
Mude kasukusu asenne vedre mahita yavasenne Mude kasukusu asenne vedre mahita yavasenne Hai hele hai yalinoena gamanakdo nimanoena